Esports, the only tank that they have is the Alice, and it's not even a tank, if I must say. It's more of a mage tank that requires time to be a tank. In Omega Esports, they have a lot of damage. There's a lot of damage, but not a lot of tankiness. They need to pull the trigger and end fights fast. For Blacklist International, one more pick to seal the deal. Which will it be? Will it be another Popol and Koopa pick? It was left open. In Game 2 where Omega Esports won, they banned out that Popol and Koopa.
And that is an Oh My Venus Popol and Koopa once again. And the SN will be picking up the Rafaela Edward Thumbs as predicted. Oheb on the Harith. Oheb on the Harith though. That's a stat line that we have to look into because as far as I can tell, he has been very successful on the Harith.
And if you are correct in that stat line call, Oheb on this Harith might just be the key for Blacklist International to secure this win. Meanwhile, for Omega Esports, they have a lot of damage, but I have to say that this kind of lineup, it's very risky. One of the more riskier plays out there. But if there's a time to risk, it's now. You are one win away from decoding Blacklist International. Welcome to Game 3 between Omega Esports and Blacklist International. This is winner takes all. Omega Esports, they decoded the Blacklist in Game 2. And now we're entering Game 3. Let's enter the Land of Dawn.
Live free or die hard. That is what Omega wants in this composition that they have. And for you guys that are watching in that wants to chime in your opinions here, make sure you use the hashtag BeLegendary in the process so that you can be part of the conversation. We're in Game 3. Match point for both of these teams. It's all down to the wire.
Nope. One mistake, one crucial maneuver could just give this series to whoever, and this is going to be Oheb versus Toshi in the XP lane. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You are not wrong, sir.
In the first, you know what? It's a
Diggy. you were testing the viewers. You were testing the viewers if they were paying attention.
Oh, we didn't even see it, but we heard it, and first blood goes to, and a second kill as well. You know what? This is a Diggy strategy. Are we even gonna call this anymore?
Yeah, let's just leave it be. If anything, we're going to have to focus on the side lanes here. Toshi and Oheb. That is a side lane matchup that we want to look into as Edward takes down Kenji in the side lane. I told you.
That is massive. The Tham's getting an early kill and an early advantage against his counterpart is just insane for Blacklist. The early game is going to be looking lethal, and Hayes is already feeding his way back to the strategy.
Will he get a Maniac?
Let's see. This might just be the Maniac already. You know what? Give him the Savage. Give him the Savage.
Give him the unofficial Savage.
Yeah, it's going to be 5 kills straight towards the Diggy. And count that out. I think future sighted. That's going to be the 5th kill.
Yeah, that's already the rotation we have here with that Diggy strat.
You know, what's their strategy? Give kills to Wise. Give him all the Diggy kills and just distract him out of his own jungle. This is the Diggy strat that we've seen so far, but let's see if Blacklist International could exploit its weaknesses as well. Because as we know, this Diggy strategy is effective by mid-game and late game, but it does sacrifice the early game for Omega. So right now, Blacklist knows that. Diggy strategy will give out around a 2k, a 1k gold lead, might as well capitalize out of that strategy as well.
It's also taking into consideration that this is also giving away information for Omega to where Wise is at the specific moment in time that Hayes is caught off. And this may just translate into Omega looking for other plays across the map, just looking for plays where Wise is not present. And speaking of plays where Wise is not present, this is still pretty much just focusing on Wise. Start game as Oheb takes down Kenji once again.
This is just massive for Blacklist. That's the 2nd kill. Hajizi trying to get back 1 kill towards the table, but that's an execute on the turret. And Blacklist, they're playing to their advantages in the early game. They know for a fact that the weakness of this Diggy strategy is the early game. And right now, they're ahead by 2,000 gold, almost 3,000 gold here. They need to make sure that they get objective after objective, and from downtown, that's going to be a kill with the flame shot.
Kobe, as Yeah, we're not gonna call the diggy kills. We're not gonna call the diggy kills, but commend Curtizi for that turnaround fadeaway flame shot 360 layup.
Oh man, that's a lot of add-ons. Might just be a 10 out of 10 if it were a dunk. But you know, it's a very long-range skill shot. He landed it. Credits to Curtizi to getting 1 kill back for Omega. They need to approach this methodically, surgically even, for Omega, because this Diggy strategy is gonna start to kick in a few minutes from now. But what they do in that window of time that they actually want to close the gold lead is the essential part of this Diggy strategy. If they're not able to do that by mid-game, the Diggy strategy will just fade away in darkness, and you don't want this. This is a winner-take-all.
As Curtizi able to secure another kill onto Eson on that Kagura, and Curtizi is slowly proving to be a problem here for Blacklist International. Over to the back lines, Hayes once again on that Diggy. Will try to take down Wise, and this is the opening that Toshi wants. Toshi will get the Blood Orb down and will get the kill. Off of that, as Toshi gets 3 micro stuns there, the knockup is real to try to keep themselves alive, but the damage output is still not enough here for Toshi.
No more mana for Toshi, though.
As well, yeah, no more mana, just enough to Blood Orb out of there, and Toshi will get taken down.
And this is a killing spree already for Edward. Edward is finding opportunity after opportunity, securing solo kills and kills in the skirmishes as well. And Blacklist Edward has been stellar in this 3-game series. But Omega, this is the time. 2 minutes from now or less, the Diggy strategy will start to kick in. The information will be crucial, and they have to close the gold lead here. Right now, there's a 3K gold lead, a 1v1 here. The Shadow dashes.
Make it a 1v2 as a Shadow kill will be committed by Kenji, but he will still be taken out because of the Synchrovision. Edward flickers in, try to go for Hajizi. Hajizi will BMI out of there, but Eson already on the board.
Eson, one more!
And take down Hajizi.
Man, those basic attacks are just hurting Omega right now, and this isn't helping them at the most part. They have a Diggy strategy, the mid-game is kicking in, they want to close the gap already, but their side laners are giving off kills that are unneeded. You have information on your hands. You know where Wise is constantly, but if you give out solo kills in your side lanes, that's almost not using your Diggy strategy. It's like you gave away kills for free. Omega Esports needs to stop the bleeding for now, then find a good fight for them. Because, yeah, go on.
Yeah, that's just the side lanes. The side lane turrets are down. This just opens up the jungle for Blacklist International. That despite the fact that Blacklist, despite the fact that Omega already has the Diggy, there is there's no point. The jungle is wide open. Anybody on the side of Blacklist International can just take jungle camps away from Hajizi, and you don't want that to happen, especially on this squad that relies heavily on the buffs, relies heavily on getting as much farm as possible.
Yep, and Oheb and Edward are already online by 7 minutes. This turtle is going to be another free objective for the side of Blacklist, and the gold lead is only growing. When they started the Diggy strategy, there's going to be an obvious 3K gold lead that's going to be built for Blacklist. But the 3K gold lead has ballooned up to a 6K, and that's a 100% increase off the gold lead from 4 minutes ago. Blacklist International, they're capitalizing on the early game advantages that this Diggy strategy gives. But for Omega Esports, they're not exactly using the strengths of their strategy because their side laners keep on dying.
Yeah, and again, it's all about just making sure that Kenji will be able to make plays, especially with off of a shadow kill. But he's having a hard time currently at 0-3-0. Toshi is the only side laner that's having a decent amount of time, 1-1-0, but we're gonna have to expect the attacks here. Hajizi will get caught out in the back lines. Hayes will get information. Curtizi will be able to take down Eson with that yin-yang overturn, but the damage output is not enough. Kenji forced to use the shadows to get out of there. Doesn't have enough damage output to even contest this turret. And this is a tier 2 turret going down. They will siege up the mid lane inhibitor turret as well without any contestants whatsoever.
Yep, and this just might be a 4-for-1 if Hayes dies here, but that was just a 3-for-1 exchange for the side of Blacklist International. In Omega Esports, they're already bleeding too much. The Diggy strategy clearly did not work. It didn't work at all. They got the information, but what for?
The Diggy strat has always been the bane in the back of the necks for the side of their bodies and the chink in the armors for a lot of the teams that we have here in the Season 7 of the NPLPH. And Blacklist, they don't mind.
They don't, definitely don't mind. They welcomed it. They embraced it with open arms. And right now, Kenji, half HP. Hajizi might just find it. Edward, very
Kenji
low in HP.
pops out the shadow kill and still gets traded out by Edward.
This is great for Omega. They finally get the kills that they need. But in exchange, Curtizi goes down.
It's a 2 for 2, all things considered.
It's 2 for 2 still. Kills going to Omega is a kill nonetheless. They are severely hungry for gold. And the turtle still goes to Blacklist. Blacklist right now just needs to play this methodically. They're not going to confuse themselves anymore. Just do the proper rotations, get defensive items or whatever. Just literally play it until Omega throws another fight. Because Omega right now, they're desperate in making plays. They need to make something happen. It's the contrary for Blacklist.
Yeah, Blacklist, just say, come whatever may, we'll deal with it. We're used to it. We know how to play against the Diggy strat. And we're seeing it now. We're just, yeah, the information is being given away to them, but who cares? Will they be able to take down this turret? Yes. Will they be able to siege up the inhibitor turret in the bottom lane?
Definitely.
Definitely. And Hayes, despite him being the Diggy, not really, we haven't seen a single time's journey there, but that is a good Zaman force to take the kill on the Curtizi. Edward takes down Hajizi in the process, as well as Toshi. This is game. Blacklist International actually securing the fastest game that we have this entire season.
What a game. And I hate to do this, but I'm quite disappointed on Smart Omega right now. They definitely did something in Game 2. They were stellar in that Game 2, but before we discuss that, look at this. Look at the smiles on the faces, still undefeated.
Yeah, this winning moment is brought to you by Master. Hindi sila na GG. Instead, they brought their clay game with Master Secreto ng mga guwapo. And nobody can break the code.
Still. Code remains unbreakable in Week 4. They had a